Hello bros, and welcome to Spec Zero Profile Production, and next part, Sakura Succubus 4. So let me just make that smaller and return. So, we are running on the beach. Something popped up there. How are you holding up there, Hiroki? You doing okay? I'm still alive, if that constitutes as being okay. Great, let's keep on pushing then. I'd really rather not. But I did agree to go jogging with Hazel under duress, I might add. I made my bed and now I got to lie in it. Or run in it. Yes, I really like to go back to bed and get some more shut eye. Well, you don't have to go running when the sun rises. I mean, if we take into consideration what I usually go out taking a walk. By the way, I'm taking a walk in high speed, which means I can pretty much walk like forever. I usually do it in midday because that is as warmest if it's in the summer, and that really feels nice. I've been jogging with Hazel for about half an hour, and there about the sun has yet to fully rise. The sky is warm reddish pink, the sunlight playing throughout Hazel's ponytail and across her skin. She's wearing not her casual attire, but a set of clothes more suitable for a workout, a sports bra and a pair of very short shorts. She and Cosmos share similar fashion sensibilities. Not that I ever seen Hazel wearing a pair of cat ears. Now that might be something special. Hazel and I are ascending a dirt track cut in the side of a hill. Trees fringing us on the left, and when I look to the right I can see the beach beneath me. It gets smaller and smaller as we continue our trek. My shoes thump against the dirt while my heart thumps in my chest. I don't have any running shoes, so just old sneakers, and they don't do much to cushion the impact of my soles meeting the ground. I'm a little worried my laces will come untied and then I go sprawling. That would be pretty embarrassing. I'm covered in sweat too, which is equally embarrassing, but at least I'm not the only one. Hazel might be a sporting celeb, but she's not immune from exertion of bodily fluids. She's looking a bit damp too. I guess we can sweat together beneath the rising sun. How romantic. Come on, Hiroki, let's pick up the pace. You're doing really well, but I think you could push yourself a bit harder. I'd rather not push myself at all. I'm already starting to flag. But Hazel's not looking at me anymore. Her eyes are focused straight ahead, blazing with determination. She sure is giving this her all. I thought she said it'd be a light jog. She promised me we could go at my own pace, but Hazel's so in the zone, nothing seems to matter save the pace she wants to set. Actually, when she's eyes looking at me and her eyes looking forward was the first picture we got when this scene started, but in the menu her eyes looking at us is the first picture and her eyes looking forward is the second one, which really confused me when I was getting the screenshots. I am a bit lowly peon who can do not but follow in her footsteps. Wait up, not go off too far. I scramble to keep up with her, my heart pounding all the while. I think I'm developing a stitch in my side, my stomach hurts. If we're gonna keep going for much longer, I'm afraid I might throw up. Good that we haven't eaten breakfast yet then. We don't have much to throw up. Hazel has more stamina than I could ever imagine. It'd be years, light years even, before I even able to go toe to toe with Hazel Williams. I was always respected Hazel's athleticism, but this morning I received a reminder of just how incredible she is. Incredible. And maybe a little insensitive. When she's going to stop this? When I'm dead? I really hope I don't die. Not before I had a chance to get back and eat the breakfast I know Hifumi will have prepared for me. That's one silver lining to all this. Ha ha ha. Guess I just got to keep going for now. I really didn't go into character to say ha ha ha. I can't be so energetic as Hazel, but I'm still going to do my best. I staggered back to Ayu's beach house covered in sweat, my shirt sticking uncomfortably to my chest. I wash myself off in the shower as soon as I'm able, then towel myself dry. Fortunately, the others don't choose to intrude upon me, and I finish my ablutions in double quick time. I change into a fresh shirt and a pair of shorts, then enter the kitchen, guided by the scent of Hifumi's mouth-watering cooking. She's already finished preparing most of the food, and it's arranged on the table like some sort of banquet. Grilled fish, picked plums, miso soup, raw egg over rice. There's a lot of varied dishes, and they look delicious, especially after my workout. Right now I can't think of anything more attractive than the carbs. You look like you've been through the wars, Hiroki. Your hair is all tousled. Hifumi giggles elegantly, in one hand pressed to her cheek. I meanwhile groan. I feel like I've been through the wars. My feet hurt and I'm afraid I can't bend my legs anymore. Oh dear. Did you go jogging with Hazel? Yeah, I did. I didn't have much of a choice. She descended upon me while I was sleeping in the early hours of the morning. I did try to refuse, but she was so adamant I would have felt mean. A spasm of pain shoots down my spine, which makes me wince. I don't feel any healthier after my jogging with Hazel. Well, I think massage from Hifumi is in order. Didn't she offer to massage me if I ever did go jogging with Hazel? In fact, I feel distinctly unhealthier. It's not normal to suffer back pains like this at my age, damn it. Actually, it's normal to suffer it when you're 20 years old, considering how large the gaming community amongst people are, and because they don't have any proper back support in most computer chairs, it doesn't work. But this chair is actually special. It has a head pillow so I can rest my neck, and it actually has a flank pillow also, so it's actually pressing in at the exact right place, so my back, so I won't get back problems at an early age than it's supposed to. You poor thing. Hifumi shakes her head compassionately. You need to replenish the energy you lost. I hope my cooking is enough to satisfy you. Believe me, it's more than enough. You might be a succubus, but in the kitchen you are a goddess. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Eat up, then, my dear Hiroki. You can have as much as you like. You earned it. Hold on a second. Let's see, there and there. I did jump into recording a little too early today. It's still morning for me. I woke up like an hour ago. At least I got out of bed like an hour ago. And I have a severe case of morning cold. And I should not have started recording before I got rid of it. Eat up then, my Hiroki. You can ask as much as you like. You earned it. If there's anything else you wish to try, do not hesitate to ask. I can whip it up in no time. Nothing is too much trouble for you. Thanks, Hifumi. I ease myself gingerly down into a chair, hoping to incur the least amount of physical anguish possible. But for not. Another spasm of pain ripples through my back, and I have to grit my teeth together to quell it. This is misery. It feels like the cartilage has been slowly and systematically been sculpted from my bones to be replaced with molten iron. Well, something I would know really nice in that is going down to the beach and just lay in the water with only your head above the water. I through my whole life, I never had a bathtub until I moved into the apartment I am in now. Yeah, I moved again very recently, and I still have the same backdrop, though I had to do a serious amount of work to actually get it up. And now I have a bathtub, and it's really nice laying in the water when you have actually worked out very hard. It's so good. Why would anybody do this to themselves? All joggers must have a master's taste of the highest degree. Hopefully Fumi's food will help me forget about my aches and pains. Thanks for the food. I'm going to dig in. If there's one good thing about jogging, it's that I've worked up quite the appetite. I always liked Fumi's cooking, but it looks and tastes even more appealing now. Yeah, actually, exerting a lot of working makes some things actually taste better. I actually noticed that, especially if you drink a Celsius, I think it was called. Yeah, actually, I have one here that's empty though. Yeah, if you drink a Celsius after you worked out hard, it tastes so good. It tastes 10 times better than ever before. Trust me. Just try it once, even if you're not one for anything. You should work out hard for like an hour and then drink a Celsius. You will not regret it, I promise that. What do you think? If you may service me curiously, is the grilled mackerel to your liking? I hope it isn't too potent. No, it's incredible. The skin's nice and crispy, and the meat inside is so tender it's full of flavor. It tastes particularly good with the rice and miso soup. Thanks you, Ifumi, you are a star. Well, I wouldn't go that far. One does not wish to get swollen head after all. But thank you. Seeing you devour my food so eagerly never fails to bring a smile to my face. I continue to shovel food into my mouth even when the others arrive in the kitchen. First a freshly showered Hazel, then a hurrying Ayu, then a half-asleep Cosmos. Why are you eating like that, Hiroki? The food isn't going to grow legs and walk away. You ought to mind your manners. Now, Ayu, let him be. He's just tired, is all. After his workout session I gave him, he needs to get his energy back. What workout session? Oh, you know. There's a Grace. I was so eager I couldn't help myself but hold myself back. I went into his room this morning and shook him awake and insisted, though he didn't want to at first. He said he was so tired, but I persuaded him otherwise. I really put him through his paces. I'm surprised he can still sit up. His body must be really feeling the heat. Maybe I should go easier on him. I feel a bit bad about it now. What are you talking about? Ayu glares at Hazel, her face on fire. Oh yeah, I think I know what she means. She didn't think it was a workout session like jogging. I can't believe you. You're so shameless. It's not even 9 yet and you're already talking about filth. I don't want to hear about your escapades with Hiroki and I have no interest in it whatsoever. Huh? But I was only talking about jogging. I think you might have given Ayu the wrong impression. Jeez. Hazel seems to know how to push people's buttons even when it's unintended. She's not the most sensitive of people or the most thoughtful, but I can't dislike her when she smiles like that. Sorry if I was too hard on you, Hiroki. I tried to hold back, but when I start jogging, something just flips inside my head. I hope you didn't hate your time with me at the very least. It was difficult, yeah, but I don't suppose I hated it. The sunrise was rather pretty, if nothing else. And does that mean you go jogging with me again sometime? Now you're getting ahead of yourself. I should take her down promptly before she can draw up a training schedule for me. I have precisely zero interest in toning my legs and abs. I just want to relax in the sunshine and eat Hifumi's cooking. Well, I wouldn't actually. It's like jogging, but actually I walk fast paced. I mean, I get a better workout from going fast paced than jogging, because jogging exerts yourself faster, which means you might actually tire yourself out before you get any real effect from it. So walking fast paced is better in some cases. Is that really too much to ask? After eating breakfast consumed and the strength in my legs more or less restored, I head to the beach with the rest of my entourage. I spent the day playing around with the others, then return to Ayu's beach house when the sun is beginning to set. The six of us is it in the living room, idly flipping through TV shows for what of anything better to do when Hazel pipes up. Hey you guys, I just had another totally amazing idea. Another? Marina groans. This isn't going to be like your so-called amazing idea last night. Is it, where you told that silly not at all scary horror story? For a horror story that supposedly wasn't at all scary, it did freak Marina out. I think she thought about other things that freaked her out, actually. I felt a bit sorry for Marina, but it was gratifying to see such a shy, vulnerable side of her. If Hazel does want to tell a more spooky story, I certainly won't veto it. What Hazel proposed, however, is different in nature, though similar in spirit to her announcement the night prior. Nah, I think I'm through with horror stories. Ain't the best at telling them. I just can't bring my stories to life properly. It ain't good enough with words, and my vocab ain't developed enough. I tried my best, but my story didn't have enough impact. I think if Hazel's tale had even more of an impact, Marina might truly have passed out. That because the subject matter you choose was utterly uninhabitable stupid. I scoffed, her arms folded. If you want to captivate your audience with a story, you have to ensure it's worth telling first, otherwise it's wasted effort. It's similar for us idols. If nobody wants to see us perform, we're worthless. It doesn't matter how much we practice, we'll live and die in the court of public opinion. That's so harsh, Ayu. The world is a harsh place, there's no sense in acting otherwise. What I must endure on a day-to-day basis is far more frightening than any ghost story. Then it's a good thing I don't want to tell ghost stories tonight. Then I had enough of that. I was thinking it might be fun if we did something more visceral. Visceral? Cosmos tips her head one side confused. Do you want us to start cutting each other up? No, nothing like that. I was thinking horror is something you can't experience with your ears alone. You got to let it soak in all 5 of your senses. Oh, this is gonna end badly. You graduated beyond the need for silly stories. It's high time we faced our fears head on in the dead of night with nothing but a flashlight to guide us. In other words, I think we should go a test of courage. Let's take a walk in the dark and push our nerves to the limit. What do you say? A test of courage, That does sound more amusing than telling stories, and I might make for a good workout. I wouldn't mind going for a walk. It's really pretty at night and the stars are so bright. I bet I could take a whole bunch of photos. I'm not opposed to the idea either. It sounds like a novel way to pass the time. Alright. Hazel punches her fist in the air victoriously. Then it's decided. Let's go out and face our goal and ghosts and monsters head on. This is going to be such a blast. Marina hasn't said anything yet. There she is. Marina, as might expect, looks less than enthused about this idea. She stares at me helplessly, a cold sweat already beginning to form upon her brow. Hiroki, she murmurs, her voice is soft and whisper. Say something to her, please. I can't let this go ahead. I can't go for a walk in the forest at night. It'd be bad for my heart. I'm tensing up just thinking about it. Poor Marina. She looks petrified. I do feel sorry for her, but... What'd you say, Hiroki? My man, are you in? Oh, this is just such a hard choice. I mean, no problem what, I actually would do it because it's very fun to go walking in the forest in the middle of the night. I've done it alone several times and let's just say it's scary as hell. Especially when the bustle bushes all around you rustling with the creatures of the night. But I don't want to drag Marina into it. Huh. I don't know what to do here really, but sure, I'm game. Sure, I think it sounds like fun. Don't you agree, Marina? Marina ventures. Weird prompts Hazel to do a double take. What was with that weird noise? You okay, Marina? Yes. I'm quite alright. I think I just bitten by a mosquito. If there are any insects inside, I'm sure there will be more of them outside. I do not wish to be bitten within an inch of my life. I'm sure the rest of you feel the same. Perhaps it would be more prudent to remain indoors. Are you afraid of insects, Marina? I didn't know you were that sensitive. No, that's not true. Not at all. I'm not afraid of insects, though I cannot pretend to like them. I'm afraid of... Good? Good for nothing goblins like you who contribute nothing to value to society and show not one with respect for the elders. I'm afraid for your sake and for your pitiful future, but I'm not afraid of you, and I'm certainly not afraid of bugs or ghosts. That was a suspicious specific denial. Are you sure something's not up with you, Marina? You're traveling an awful lot. Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. If you all want to go on the test of courage, then I suppose I may as well join you. I'm not scared, not in the slightest. Marina laughter has a faintly manic edge, and it soon tails into nothingness. She sniffles. Then she glares at me, mumbles under her breath. Traitor. I was not giving an option that would satisfy both. I guess she was hoping I'd beat to Hazel's plan. That'd be the gentleman thing to do, but I'm pretty curious in the test of courage. I want to see what exactly Hazel got up her sleeve, not that she's wearing sleeves. And if I'm being quite honest, I want to see Marina make more anxious faces. She might be a mature woman, but she looks incredibly cute when she's afraid. The six of us head outside, led by Hazel. She guides us across the beach, the ocean dyed black beneath the starry sky, and flashlight in hand. Fumi holds a second flashlight, which Hazel beckoned her before leaving, and I have the third. Once we cross the beach, Hazel then leads us up an incline. We follow the dirt path for a while, then takes a detour through the trees. The trees are tall and densely packed. It's so dark it'd be impossible to see without these flashlights. Actually, turn off the flashlights and just wait a minute. You see as well as it was the daytime. Well, nearly. You can't see very far, but you can at least see the closest places around you. It's just because you have flashlights, a light source that is strong, that you can't see anything beyond it. But your eyes adjust to the dark if you just turn them off. The soles of my shoes crush against the grass which sways around me. In the foliage I can hear the sound of crisping insects, cicadas maybe? It's not cold per se, but the air is decently lukewarm. I dig my hands into my pockets, shivering. Marina's shivering too, though I think it's because of her temperature. She clutches her translucent wrap around me and waist and glances about, her eyes wide. The crunching sound and Marina in a far cry from her usual composed self almost jumps out of her skin. Well, in this world here, there exists Succubus, so the existence of ghosts isn't so unbelievable. Did you hear that sound? It's alright, don't worry, it was just a twig. How can you be so certain? It's so dark, it's hard to see anything. What if it was some sort of... When a voice drops to a whisper. Monster. If there are any monsters around here, I'll protect you. Don't worry, still. I grin. You're forgetting that you're a succubus. You're probably one of the most monstrous things around here with your horns and your tail. Are you saying I'm a monster, Hiroki? No, I didn't mean it quite like that. I'm trying to console you. You're physically stronger than ordinary humans. I bet you'll be able to overpower any monster. That might be true, but what about the ghosts? They don't have corporal bodies as far as I know. I can use magic, but I might not have any effect upon them. It'd be completely at their mercy. Shh, it's fine. I take Marina's hand in mine and squeeze it, hoping this will console her. Marina shivers to seem to subside somewhat. But still she looks about anxiously, her eyes darting hither and thither. She looks afraid, which I guess is reasonable reaction. The forest does look pretty spooky. There's so many shadows and number of strange creatures could be hiding among them. I glance about, keeping a tight grip on my flashlight. If I dropped it, there might be some real trouble. The forest pretty dense. I need to be careful where I'm putting my feet. I might slip. I wouldn't make much of a knight in shining armor laying on my ass. A slip up like that would be nothing to ease Marina's anxieties. How long do you expect us to walk, Hazel? It feels like it's been an hour. I don't want to turn an ankle or tear my skirt. I'm getting tired. I'm not used to so much exercise. It's so dark I can't take nice photos either. Don't worry, you two. We're almost there. You just need to go a little further. That's what you said the last time we asked. And we're almost there then, too. But now we're really nearly almost there. Sincerely? Yes, really. Hazel comes to a halt and turns to face us. She's grinning, her white teeth bright in the harsh yellow light exuding from her torch. Right, this should be just as good a spot as any to begin. What are you beginning exactly? Marina extricates her hand from mine and draws herself up her full height. Eyes narrowed, she forces herself to look cool and calm and not at all afraid. We have been walking for quite some time, and I'm in heels no less. I have no desire to loiter about in the dark a moment longer. Why have a half mind to go back home? Oh, come on, Marina, don't back out now. Not when we come this far. We have even gotten to the good part yet. Clearly. Marina upper lips curls. Nothing we have done tonight has been in the vicinity of good. It has all been quite tiresome. I have gone along with your games for quite long enough, but now I'm tired and I want very much to. There's another rustle in the undergrowth, which prompts a startled squeak from Marina's mouth. Eek, eek. Elsa tips her head to one side. What does that mean? Is this some sort of euphemism? No, Marina glances away, her bronze cheeks flush. I meant to say I want very much to extricate myself from all of this silliness. That wasn't the most encouraging of says, but Hazel seems none the wiser to Marina's anguish. She bounds forth like a rabbit and winds one arm around Marina's shoulder. Don't go, Marina, please don't go. We need you here, so we can do this test of courage properly. You mean we have to begin this so-called test? Did you think we had? Hazel frowns. It ain't proper test of courage until we all split off into teams. There's 6 us right now, so we can make 3 teams or 2. If you go, we won't be able to make up the numbers properly, and we have to call this whole thing off. Don't let me down, please, please, please. I know it'd be lots of fun. That's debatable. I pulls her face. But as we came all the way out here, it would be a shame to retreat now. I'm kind of curious too. It'd be nice if we could get paired with Hiroki so we can walk through the forest together. I can cling to him and I can pretend to be scared, and he can hold my hand and pat my head. Otto sighs wistfully. It'd be super romantic. As if Hiroki would want to pair off with you. Your clinging and grasping would only slow him down. He would be far better off with me. No, me. Now, girls, settle down. There's a little point of arguing about such things now. What do you say, Marina? Will you accompany us, or would you prefer to turn back? Well, Marina looks at her feet abashed. She used to be the center of attention, but that's boardrooms and fancy balls, not in the middle of a moonlit forest. Marina isn't wearing a business suit right now, and she isn't in a plush velveteen gown. She's wearing a white sundress far simpler than her usual attire, which gives a fresh-faced, slightly youthful look. Marina is accustomed to being in control. But here, divorced from the employees and the wealthy elite who adore her, she has lost much of her status. Maybe that's why she looks so unusually abashed. If you really wish to do this, I suppose I can go along with it. Personally, I find this all very foolish, but I would not wish to spoil your fun. I'm being very magnanimous, so you ought to thank me for this. I'm doing you all a big favor. You are indeed. Thanks a bunch, Marina, for playing so nice. It's kind of funny. Yes, girls. I used to be kind of afraid of you after you were so mean to me, but you're not as a bad person after all. All this time you just been looking out for us, haven't you? Yes, that's right. I'm your older sister in a sense, and it's my duty to watch over you. I would not wish any of you to come to harm. Thanks very much. That's sweet sentiment, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Now, Hazel draws her arms away from Marina and looks between us. Here's the rules. For this little test of mine, we split up into 3 groups or 2, like I said, with nothing but a flashlight to guide us. There'll be a flashlight per group. I've been jogging around here every day. Last morning I stumbled upon this creepy abandoned shrine, buried deep in the woods. I want us to look for this shrine. The first group to get there be the winner. Do you have any question? I do. Though it's more of a complaint, really. Yeah, for some reason I ain't surprised. What's up, are you? If it won't be much of a competition if you know where the shrine is already. Your team will have an unfair advantage. Maybe so, but I don't remember where the shrine is exactly. And I found it during the day. It'd be hard to retract my steps at night. Everything looks kind of samey around here. It ain't really the best of directions, you know. I can't believe that. You seem to have about as much common sense as Cosmos. Don't you always say I have no common sense? Exactly. I just scoffed. Then I retired my earlier statement. Being on a team with you might be such a big advantage after all. I'm glad we got cleared up. Any more questions? Yeah, I got the real question this time. Will the winning team receive any particular reward? I didn't think about that. As a partner, so one hand beneath her chin. I guess I could give you my autograph. Huh? I pulled a face. What do you want? What do I want your autograph? That's such a cheap price. Huh? I'm pretty famous. I have you know. My autograph worth a whole bunch of money. Yeah, so I'm famous too. In case you didn't realize, we all are in our own ways, apart from Hiroki. To me, your autograph's worth even less than a single grain of rice. Ooh, that's kind of harsh, are you? Are you sure you don't want my autograph? I'm quite sure. I suppose I could prepare a celebratory meal for the winning team. I can cook whatever it is that you wish for tomorrow's lunch. How does that sound? That's better price, but what if your team wins for me? Then I cook the same traditional fare I often do. It is of a little consequence to me. I do not care overly much about rewards. I just want to have a good time with everybody. And it would be nice, I suppose, if I could meet a real ghost. Yep. Marina of interest then takes my hand in her own again. It's not that hot outdoors, but Marina's palm, I can feel her by note, is pretty sweaty. Is that what expectation, anxiety, outright fear? Do you think there's a high possibility that we'll meet any ghosts for me? Of course not. I snort. Ghosts don't exist, everyone knows that. Yes, of course. Maybe the winner can get a kiss from Hiroki. Cosmos piped up before Ayo can question Marina's unusual retracency. That sounds like a prize worth fighting for. Now that's even more worthless than Hazel's stupid signature. I'm so incredible I could get a kiss from Hiroki whenever I want, and more besides, but, well... Can my phone stop going out of charging? I have no idea why it even does that. Actually, what I would say is that, well, even if you were toad and would turn it now, that doesn't work. I would say I wouldn't kiss you even if you were the last woman on earth. But I is a me person. I prefer when people speak their mind. I guess I wouldn't hate it. Well, thanks, Owen. I love you too. What? I never said I loved you. You did? Yeah, I know you didn't. But you dropped enough hints there, not all that subtle either. I hope you don't think I'm stupid. I don't think you're stupid per se, but I have often questioned your intelligence. Now, is that the sort of thing you should say about the guy you want to kiss? I don't want to kiss you. I want you to kiss me. Isn't that the same thing? No, it's not. It's completely different. If a guy makes the first move, it's Bishoni game. If a girl makes the first move, it's an Ontomo game. Though guys often make the first move in Otome games too. People don't tend to like assertive women. What about you, Hiroki? Do you prefer to kiss or be kissed? I guess I don't mind either way, so long as both people are into it. It's not a big deal. Ah, I see. So you're a man of varied taste. I will keep that in mind. And perhaps in the future I shall be even more assertive. Now I wonder why Cosmos is laughing like that. Is she planning something sinister? Perhaps I ought to be on my guard from now on. Okay, that's price sorted. We now get a kiss from Hiroki. If that's everything, let's sort out the team. I want to be on Hiroki's team. No, me. I know you two want to be on with Hiroki. To be honest, I kinda do too, but I can't all fight over him. Let's throw lots instead. That way there'll be no complaining. I would actually say in this one to try to make it over Mina that I actually thought I would be in Marina's team. I would say that. It's bold of haste to assume her fellow Succubus won't find something to complain about. Ayu is one of the most quarrelsome people I know. She could be in paradise and she still finds something to turn her nose up at. Still, I got to give Hazel some credit where it's due. Knowing lots does seem the better way to go about this than free for all. If left to their own devices, Cosmos and Ayu would no doubt start bickering. Know them, they'd each take one of my arms and pull until they pop clean out of their sockets. It wouldn't be the first time they clung to me. Unfortunately for them, it happened to like both my arms where they are, and I'd be upset to lose them. Here's some lots I prepared earlier. Hazel holds out 6 identical sticks that ends up concealed by her fingers. The ends have different colors. We all got to take one, a pair of which whoever has the stick with the color matching theirs. I think that sounds fair. Nobody has any complaints with Hazel's proposal, so we'd follow along with it. We all select our sticks, then examine them beneath the muted moonlight. Mine is yellow. Does anybody have a yellow stick? I pulls a face and prefers to stick to it for me. Yeah, I do. They're a perfect match. Excellent. It will seem we are at the same team. Let us both do our best. My life is in your hands. I don't be so melodramatic. And stop patting my head. I'm not a dog, you know. You're going to mess up my hair. I have a red. Does anybody else have red? That's me. Looks like it's me and you, Cosmos. Huh. I end up in Marina's team anyway. Oh, I see. Cosmos sighs, then kicks the ground with the tip of her foot. I wanted to be with Hiroki. But you're not too bad, Hazel. That ain't exactly glowing praise, but I take it. Now let's do our best. I don't play games for participation trophies. I want to play to win. I too like to win, so I can kiss Hiroki, so I will do my best. I cannot let that wicked Ayu beat best me. Who are you calling wicked? You little whelp, I'll show you. If ever I will get the shine before any of you. And I'll kiss Hiroki and you'll be stand and watch on the sidelines. And you wonder why I called you wicked. You're laughing just like an anime villain. Ayu has like no shell, but I guess that's part of her appeal. My stick meanwhile is green. It's bright emerald green like the grass on the foot. And coincidentally my partner's eyes. I guess that leaves you with me, Marina. I hope you don't mind too much. Oh no, I'm gratified actually. I was hoping I would be paired with you. You won't mind too much if I find myself clinging to you, will you? No, it's fine. You can cling to me as much as you want. But then we will lag behind the others. Oh, I don't care about that. It makes no difference to me whether we win or lose. Your comfort is way more important. Now, off for me on my own. Shall we depart? It looks like the others have already set off. Right. Miranda looks also on mine and offers me a small smile. Her smile trembles at the edges with trepidation, but she looks no less beautiful for it. Please lead the way. I will be relying on you. Yeah, that seems like a ghost story now from that picture. But that does mean that we don't for now. I mean, that took 45 minutes. I prefer if there were around 20 minutes. I mean, 45 minutes of reading, that actually is a pretty good strain on your throat. But that's all I have for Sakura Succubus for this time. That's it, Lansha. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!